In this video, I'm going to go over the 8 steps to greatness, thanks in part to an inspiration of mine that I like to follow in the last 2 years, Lewis Howes. I'm going to hit on 8 distinct ways you can be great. So, watch now.
Time right now. I hate, and for lack of something, I'm trying to think of a better way to put this, but I keep hearing unprecedented times during this period, last few months of the pandemic, and during this time, during this pandemic, there are the rebellious people. There are people who want to tell people how to run their lives, how to do something, how to not do something, what you should do, what you not should do, what you should not do. There are those people, and then there's other people who are just sitting back and saying, I don't care what you're saying, I'm going to do me. But just take this as it is, and think of this title, what if, as what if this is one day or day one here, as we remained in our isolated situations. Remember that we are still connected digitally as a human race. Take this extended time that we have been gifted and reach out to loved ones you wish you have done years ago. Consider these times a reminder to never forget each other. Now, what if the current situation is exactly what we need? We keep hearing there's a reset happening. There's a rebirth, a renaissance, my favorite. Going back to the time right after the Dark Ages. What was that time? When right before, it was actually during the Dark Ages when there's the plague in Europe and people were quarantined in there. They were doing all this learning and self love, self learning, self development. They were doing all that, and then there came a time of a rebirth. What if this current situation is exactly what we needed? A rebirth. Families spending time together at home. Parks are filled with picnics and people playing catch. Way more crowded. Homes are getting cleaned and organized. People are breaking from technology due to overuse of devices. There's such a thing as Zoom bombing and Zoom overload. I think it was said another way I heard just yesterday, but yeah, Zoom overload. One day or day one, it's your decision. So going back to a time before all this, what was going on? Okay, yeah, we're polarizing divide. I see there, right there, but there's less time, less value of being at home, less efficient car trips, less focus on task at hand, and multitasking meant doing a bunch of tasks at a time. Although a lot of these are still true, but now the workplace and the home place are the same place. So now multitasking is a different level. What have you learned about yourself? Me, I learned a few things. Patience, taking a step back, slow down, live in the moment, be more outside the box. How to shop for what I need, be there for family, friends, people, neighbors. Be ready for anything, don't hold back. Support local friends biz. Eat less, move more, stay active, go for walks, enjoy the outside, find helpers of the world, and a few others. There's no time for worry or paranoia. I am here in this place for a reason, at this time for a reason. Current situation is getting me ready for the next. Give help, support. Again, I won't be given this is a big one. I won't be given anything or any task that I cannot handle. Other people are going to react and be who they are. Just be you. A world responding to less activity. So the end of Earth is. In fact, it goes back, according to NASA, it goes back in the middle of the last decade. Like not 2010, but before that. It goes back to then. Scientists have already seen 20 years ago the first definitive proof of ozone recovery, observing a 20% decrease in ozone depletion during the winter months from 2005 to 2016. And this can only help that by the less activity. So a world's responding to this on top of what's already been. So what are we learning? Well, we know the value of human connection after 2 months. We know what is not existing right now. Our own value, taking a one day at a time approach, being okay in the moment. And just knowing we're all in this together. You see celebrities, sports athletes, public figures, we're all shown the same way. They're doing their TV shows from their homes, but they're all in these boxes together. Like, I am here up in the corner of this, or like we're all coming to each other from our homes and stuff. So we're all in this together, no matter of age, race, status, or wealth. So I found, thanks to Lewis Howes and the School of Greatness podcast, and I'll share an episode to one of his at the end of this as well. 8 principles to greatness in your life. And they are: number 1, create a vision. See the end result, work backwards, reverse engineering. Turn adversity into advantage. Make you're handed lemons, make lemonade. What better way than during the pandemic? Cultivate a champion's mindset. Again, suggestion, listen to the School of Greatness podcast for a mindset shift. Develop hustle. Set your intentions for the day. At least the top 3 you should be setting every day. Every day, what do you want this day to include? Master your body, meditate, breathe, exercise, eat right. Know what your body is telling you. This is why we're in this, right? We're learning our bodies. We're just trying to stay healthy. 6, practice positive habits. Wake up with things you're grateful for. Something that one of the doctors I like to watch, I'll share his at the end of this too, right? He said it, something I just said yesterday. He goes to bed with 3 good things that happen that day. Start with greatness and then go to bed ending with 3 good things that happen. Practice positive habits. Build a winning team. Have people around you that celebrate you, not just tear you down. And number 8, be of service to others. Give as much as you want to receive. One day or day one, it's your decision. What do you want to learn? What do you want to be knowledgeable in, to be an expert in, to take the next step in? Find that. Especially you're given time to find that now.
Hey, it's Thomas here, checking back. Just got my new setup here. Hope you like it. Hope you like what I bring using it. To learn more about the people I mentioned in this video, check out these 2 videos to learn more about them. Lewis Howes and Dr. Mike. Lewis Howes has his podcast, School of Greatness podcast, over 100 million downloads on his podcast. And Dr. Mike is crushing it on YouTube as a doctor living in New York City. Go check them out today.